Pregame show with my homie B.Diddy, man. How you like that Regulators, John, man? You see that on the gram as it started? I like that.
No,
Kind of like
but
that. We got
it definitely fits.
we got to find a way that kind of regulators of the environment, regulators of the industry, man. I kind of like that. We're gonna have to figure some way how to make this as trying to build this as to its own show, separated from Friday nights, man. Welcome everybody to MoneyPot Podcast, man. This is a pregame show. I am your host, Moss Money. What's up, Jackson, man? Thanks for joining us, man. Make sure you hit that like button too as well. You know that helps us out. Just
good morning, brother.
Long night last night, man. Fight was on last night. B.Diddy was up to the 3 hours, wee hours in the morning watching.
It's like 4 in the morning watching the movie, man.
But you're here, bro, and we're here to give him the locks, man. We're here to give him some good plays, man. So let's get right into it. I'm looking at so I'm using the FanDuel sports book for these lines, because that's more likely what I'm going to be putting on. I already put our Friday plays in on my book, so now I'm going to be looking at what's changed here. So we're going to start from the start from the top. Let's get right into it. First game, we got Cleveland Browns and Tennessee. Tennessee is now -4 total. It's 52.5. We've seen that this line is getting hit.
You said it, though.
Yeah. It's going in Cleveland's favor, man. A lot of people on Cleveland, man, and I think it's going to continue to ride towards Cleveland. You might get some buyback here before kickoff, but I'm on Tennessee. 110%, man. Now the line is at 110, which is standard. So if you buy the point, and get the -3, you're going to get only play $10 on the juice to -120. Which I do like compared to where it was when it first kicked off, 5.5. Tell me about this game, man. Anything's changed? I don't see why we're getting so much support here for Cleveland after the 3 games. I really think it's an overreaction to beating teams that were 9 and 24 over the last 3 games.
Yeah, man, this is interesting. You said it on Friday night show. You were saying there's so much action coming in on Cleveland, and I think we're seeing that now with that points being moved in Cleveland's favor. So it is a little like, now I'm waking up on Sunday and looking at it, it is a little scary, but I'm so confident in Tennessee. I'm not going to waver here. I feel like it's kind of going into our favor. I feel like Tennessee complete is a better team than Cleveland. I think Cleveland's been fighting this year. They've shown a lot of reserve, especially with Baker Mayfield at quarterback, but Tannehill's a better quarterback than Baker. Nick Chubb and Derrick Henry. I mean, I guess you can possibly say they're a wash, but Derrick Henry still.
No.
You don't think so?
No, hell no.
I mean, I think Derrick Henry. I mean, I guess that's a.
You talking about King Henry, stiff arm champion Henry?
I think in ways you can
not run at the 1 yard line when you could go up.
I get what you're saying. I'm saying when you're talking about in the game, it can be a wash, right? Like, I'm looking at washes.
Right.
Like, I think Nick Chubb can do the same thing against Tennessee that Derrick Henry can do against Cleveland. So I'm saying, as far as in this game, they're pretty much a wash. They're the same. Whereas Baker and Tannehill is not the same in this game. I think Tannehill gets the edge. Receiver-wise, with Cleveland, you got Jarvis Landry, who's not the same Jarvis Landry that we know of, but he can make those catches when he needs to make them. But I think collaboratively, Tennessee has the better receivers. Defensively, I think they're pretty much on the same level too. They both can give up some plays, so it is a little more of a closer match. Yeah. It comes down to who's been here and who hasn't. I think Tennessee's been here, right? I think Tennessee last year has been here. They were able to win the big games. Cleveland is I think this is their year that they're going to try to figure out how they can win big games. This is a big game for them. I still love Tennessee here. You got it at 4, so buy a point to get it to 3 if they feel like it's going to be a close game. I think it will be a close game. So get the point to 3 so we at least can get a push there, if not a victory. I think Tennessee stays the course. They run the ball heavy. You might want to also look at the unders here. So if you want to tease Tennessee, and the under might be good because they're both running teams. They're both going to take time off their clock. The question is, are they going to be able to stop the run? If they can't stop the run, then the score's going to get ran up. So for me, I'm still on Tennessee. I do have them in a couple of teases, so I'm going to ride out with the Titans here. and like you said, King Henry.
Yes, good gem.
But
And
I mean, Nick Chubb is a beast though,
yeah,
and don't forget you still got Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. So it's 2 versus 1 really if you think about it.
yeah, that equals out to me. Yeah, shout out to E, man. Thanks for jumping on, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody on the live show, make sure you hit that like button, man.
Yeah,
It
man.
definitely helps us out. Leave a comment, and we'll definitely post it up. And if you have any questions about any games that you're looking at, you kind of want to see somebody's out. This is like we talked about Friday night about being like group economics. Throw the questions up in the chat, man, and we'll answer them live, and we'll have a small discussion as we keep the show going on about what you're seeing, what you're looking, what you're liking, and we can bring in fantasy into it too. So make sure y'all go and do that when y'all can. Next game, man. I don't really have a feel in this game, man. We got the Colts in Tennessee. The Colts are -3 with the total being 50.5. I can't bet against Watson at this point, even though Fuller is out. I'm not going to bet against Watson. I would lean here Texans, and I would actually lean here the under a little bit. But I said this on Friday. I'm not sure if Watson can do it all by himself. But when you look at the body of work, and when you look at what he's done, and you go back into that draft class, it's hard to say why he's not the first or second pick in that draft class. Compared to the other draft picks in that class. So I'm going to stay away from this game. I'm going to pass the game, but I would lean Texans in the under here.
So this is one of my plays on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I'll start with that. The Colts are my play today. The money's already in on the Colts for me. I want to say 3 units here.
Ooh.
I'm really heavy on the Colts today. Deshaun Watson has been playing out of his mind, really, and I think that's just the progression of the talent that he has.
Correct.
You're talking about, I feel like there's tiers and at the quarterback level, and Deshaun Watson is that at the top tier. He's up there with your Aaron Rodgers, your Patrick Mahomes. You have your Deshaun Watson. Just unfortunately, he just hasn't been surrounded with a team that has as talented as some of those other players have had. But this year he's having an MVP level. He's just on a losing team, a very, very bad team. But unfortunately, he just lost his best player at the receiver, like you said, at Will Fuller, who's primarily his primary target. If you look at the stats over the last 6 games, he's had 31 catches on 45 targets and for 547 yards and 5 touchdowns. Where is he going to get that from?
Right. Kiki, don't you love me?
Well, he definitely get it from Kiki. That's for sure.
Kiki going to get in the zone today, man. Stop hating on Kiki, boy.
He might. That might be true. He might. I mean, but it ain't gonna be one end zone ain't gonna do enough for the Colts.
Right.
Let's think about the Colts are coming off a terrible, embarrassing loss against the Tennessee Titans, the team we just mentioned in the game before. I think they gave up 30. They gave up 30 plus points in the first quarter. Ended up losing that game 45-27. Hands down, got smacked up and down. Especially that Colts defense, which is really where I'm thinking is going to step up this week.
Yeah,
they had a really a gut check last week, right? I mean, they're a top 5 defense, and to allow that to happen to them, I see them definitely not allowing this to happen this week on back-to-back weeks. So I see the Colts rebounding here in Houston, so you don't have to worry about no weather. It's kind of like being at home. You don't have. There's not going to be so many fans, but in Houston, so. The only thing I'm worried about, I believe, is their center, Ryan Kelly, who did not play last week, should return this week. So that's huge.
That's huge, yeah.
Right, so you're talking about your center, like really, if you think about it, and mind you, anybody that's betting games or fantasies in any games, if your center goes down, you need to start pumping the brakes on taking those teams, right? So usually your center is the quarterback as far as how you get your plays set up, especially with an old vet like Phillip Rivers behind him. Then he's going to get a center back. I see this being a rebound game. I'm already on it. The play's already been made. Colts, it was at -3. I bought a half a point, so I got them at 2.5. This is one of my plays, and it's done. Actually, it's one of my plays I already have put in since Friday when I told you guys.
Right.
So,
shout out to C Farm jumping on, man. Titans, baby. Shout out to Terry McCaster. I like the Colts too today. And Chris had a question. Is that money line or ATS?
So for the Colts, I'm going -2. I bought a half a point to -2.
Okay.
Solo play. I'm not putting him in anything else because already got enough units on it. So Colts will be a solo play, and I will play around with anything else after that. Because sometimes what happens, right? I could be wrong. And then if I put him on every single ticket, then guess what? If I'm wrong, every ticket is wrong. So to all those bettors that like to put certain teams on 1,000 tickets, hey man, if things don't go your way, that can really destroy your day. So for me, I got a solo bet. I put enough units on it for me to believe in him. I'll leave that aside. If I lose, I just lose that,
Right.
and I'll be playing around my other games with teasers and parlays. So
Fact.
I bought a half a point farm.
Yeah, so I'm on like I like the prop bet with Kiki getting in the zone. Probably gonna be probably more of the popular bets. I know a couple people are on the tight ends, Akins and Fells, but I like Kiki here. Somebody's got to step up, so I like Kiki getting the zone at.
Kiki Kuti, isn't that Kiki? It's Kiki Kuti, right? Something like
Yeah,
that.
yep,
Ain't that a Patrick Mahomes dude? Ain't that Texas Tech kid, right?
yeah, I believe so. Yeah, yeah, plus 185.
Plus 185.
Yes, sir. Next game we got Vikings minus 10.5. The total is 51. I'm starting to like the Vikings here. Thinking about putting them in a teaser. Um, this could be. It's. I mean, Glennon. I was off on Glennon last week. He showed something
Yeah,
last
he
week.
has spots, man.
Yeah, he had some spots here. But there's still a 1-10 team at the end of the day, and there's a reason why this line is minus 10.5. I like them. I like the Vikings to get a win by close to a touchdown. I probably will stay away from this game. I was thinking about playing with it, but I think there's other spots, man. So actually, now I'm doing it live. Now I'm gonna pass on this game.
Yeah, I'm right with you there, Moss Money. I'm kind of there. I've said this week in week out. I feel like Jags have always been a team that fights a little bit
Yeah,
and can kind of mess tickets up. And like you say, you got Mike Lennon out there who had a pretty good week last week against
yeah,
Cleveland, which
yeah,
kind of leans back to the game that we talked about with Cleveland. They only lost 27-25. So I just like if I was to lean anything here, just
hmm
to give a play out there, which I'm not playing this game, I
Jack,
would lean
right,
Jacksonville plus the points.
yeah,
Because I feel like Glennon is out there. He'll be able to move the ball. Last week he won 20 for 35, 235 yards passing and a touchdown, and no interceptions. And that was on his first time playing in how long? Since what, Tampa, damn near.
yeah,
So for me, I would lean Jacksonville, but I wouldn't touch it. And if people want to access, they want to put some teases into Jacksonville, maybe go tease Jacksonville up to 17 if you can, or maybe even to 20. I think that could be possibly a lock. I don't see a blowout here. I still see the Jaguars fighting. That's why.
yeah. I think I'm gonna pass on the game.
Yeah,
I know
for sure.
I know a couple people taking the points here. I think somebody last night was saying they were riding on all the points here.
Yeah, like I
Uh,
wouldn't put them in a parlay, right? I wouldn't put them in a parlay, but
right.
I would bet the game singly with the points.
Right. All right. So next game we got the Jets and the Raiders. Raiders are minus 7.5.
Yeah,
Total
man.
is 48. And the line's getting bet down, man. So it started out, it opened out, I think 8.5, and now it's at 7.5 forward to the Jets. Just like we called it. I am on the Jets here, and I got another gem for y'all that I found out early this morning when I was doing a little bit of recon on some of the conversations we're going to have today. Check this joint out. Derek Carr is 5-11 in cold weather games under 50 degrees. Something with he can't grip the ball.
Mm-hmm.
The ball gets a little bit slick
Mm-hmm.
for him. So the Jets, he's 5-11, and I think the high is going to be 40 degrees today. And like I said before, you're going to get an all-out effort from the Jets today, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I think Frank Gore came out and said he's not going 0-16 as a veteran leader on that team. And the Raiders are coming in hobbled. I know the Raiders took a beating, and this could be a bounce back spot. But I just think there's something fundamentally. They're going through one of their tough patches here, and I think the Raiders start to falter here. And I like the Jets, man. Scared money don't make money, man. I might take a bite of that money line. Might somewhere in maybe like a long shot parlay. But to me, this is the Jets' home run shot. If they want to get a win, it's right here.
Yeah, man. Is it my turn? Yeah, man. I got this in the play also.
I'm already on the points though. You know what I mean? I'm on the points for sure.
Yeah, I would really, really tread carefully on the money line here. Las Vegas has all the motivation to come up and show out. It's 40 degrees out there right now. It's going
Yeah.
to be 75 to 80 degrees when Vegas lands. So I'm telling you, these boys are upset about what happened to them last week.
What up, Sebastian?
They got the behind the wood 43-6 against Atlanta team. So if they were going to come in sleeping against this 0-11 team, Jets team, they
Yeah.
got woke up last week, and that's what I see coming in. Vegas will be ready to beat and play the Jets today. They will be. The Vegas Raiders are the better team
Yeah.
all
No.
around.
Completely agree.
So there won't be no excuses for why the Raiders have lost this game.
Come
It will
on,
be
man. Brent,
because
fuck with me, man. Any given Sunday, dog. Let's go.
yeah, I can't fuck with you here. Sorry, I just can't do it. I mean, the line's moving in my favor at dropping to 7.5. So you tell me I can get that at a 7? Oh yeah, I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like the motivation.
You on Vegas on this, John?
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
Nate, I just told you they lost 43-6 last week.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no way they lose. So I'm there now. Vegas is in my tickets for teasers to get them down to a pick.
To a pick.
There's no way they can lose this game. They're in a fight, in a battle against Miami, Indianapolis, Baltimore, trying to get that final wild card spot. So if they want to have a success in the playoffs or even make the playoffs, you can't lose to the Jets today.
No, you can't.
You just can't. So I see the Raiders coming there handling business. Now we want to talk about another game. Now, if they didn't give a shit job last week, then maybe I can see this being one of those type of games to look out for. Could be an upset game, which I said last week. You know what I mean? Farm would know. Farm's in the chat. Farm would know. I said this will be the week that the Raiders don't show up. That was last week's game. I said against Atlanta. If any team wouldn't be, it would be the Raiders. Now I'm the exact opposite. There's no way they got the wake up call. So I'm here for the Raiders. They're going to be in my teasers. I'm getting them down to a pick. I love that play there. The Jets do fight though. We've been on Jets. You've seen them. We've called in our archives. We've called the Jets. So in this case though, no, sir, not this week.
So we got a quick question here. Would you take the Jags plus 10 against Vikes? We just
talked about that. Yeah, solo.
Yeah. So
I wouldn't put them in no parlays though.
Yeah, for a straight play, we would lean to the Jags. This is not one of the games that me or B.Diddy are keen in on. But if we were going to play this game, we would definitely lean Jags. And I would actually lean the under here too on that 51. Both two running teams, just like we talked about that Cleveland and Tennessee game. So I wouldn't. I would actually lean probably more to the under. I can see a 24-20 game, maybe right there, 27-20, 21 game, somewhere in there. I'm not sure if Glenn has two back-to-back good games here. And we can see Dalvin Cook. As long as Dalvin Cook doesn't go ape shit, going like 2 or 3 touchdowns, then this under should hit. But yeah, we like the Jags here.
Yeah, and believe it or not, just touching on that Jag, the Jags have been showing up in big games, right? Like they've shown up against the big team. So that's one thing you can think about. I think they shut down Adams when they played Green Bay. I don't think you can shut down Derek Cook. I mean Dalvin Cook, but that's the only way they can actually keep this game close is if they slow down Cook.
Yeah,
like you said.
if Cook starts scoring, it's going to get ugly for the Jags.
Cook start cooking, it's over. Huh?
So next game, Farm, I'm gonna get to you. The Dolphins game is coming up. So we got because I want to talk about this game coming up, big game coming up. They played this game 2 weeks ago. We got the Saints minus 2.5.
Yeah, man.
Total 45.5. And I'm actually we passed on this game last week, but I'm actually going to take a bite of the dog here. I'm going money line on the Falcons, man. I think the Falcons beat the Saints in this game. I think this was a little bit switch when I said Friday. I think I was kind of on the Saints. But now the more I'm looking at this game, the more I'm seeing this kind of play out. An old gambler I used to know told me one real key gem, and I'll share that with y'all. when teams play each other twice,
Mm-hmm.
the second game never goes like the first.
Right.
Right. In the first game, the Saints were all over the Falcons. They beat them pretty good. I don't see that happening again. I see Atlanta being ready for New Orleans, especially when they just saw him 2 weeks ago. Julio came out and says he feels pretty good. I believe him. I'm on the Falcons here, and I'm going for it. I'm going straight money line on this play, man. Plus 130.
Yeah, I'm
Lock it
not.
in.
This may not be it. Okay, it's a play for you.
Yeah, it's a play for me for sure.
Okay, money line Atlanta.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
I think Atlanta wins today. Oh, so that you see, so Sebastian says real quick, he says he has the Falcons at +4. I love him at +4. I see him at +2.5.
Well, he's. I think he's suggesting so take them at +4. So he's saying buy a point. I
Well,
mean,
well, it's kind of where you're at right now. I'm looking at FanDuel Sportsbook, and they're at +2.5 on what I'm looking at. But I
yeah.
like them +130.
So Sebastian, I mean, I don't know if I don't know that the question is if you're buying to +4. I don't know if that's necessary if you're getting 3, right? Like there's no need to wait to play that juice to get it to +4. When you're already at a good number at 3. So
take the half, buy the half.
Yeah, buy a half if you want to get to 3.5. Maybe not, you don't need a 4.
Yeah.
But I agree with you, Nate, on this. This is not a play for me. You're actually kind of getting me into wanting to play this, but I'm gonna stay away. I'm gonna stay focused this week and not kind of go and doing too much. But if I was to lean, I agree with you. I lean to Atlanta. I do think that Taysom Hill is kind of coming back to reality.
He's gonna have to throw to win this game.
Yeah, especially after last week. And then I also think Atlanta's kind of getting a little rhythm. I think they should be able to carry that over to this week. And if you look at, you said the stats, 2 weeks, second time teams are meeting heavily favorites. Teams that lost the first time are 19-4 against the ATS. So
yeah,
that's a 19-4 on the next game they play. So
cool. So Sebastian, number on the card, I'm planning to have the 4 points. Yeah, take the 4 then. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, take the 4. Next game, we have Cincinnati and the Dolphins. The Dolphins are -10. The total 43. And this goes out to Farmer. Talk about the Dolphins yet. We own the Dolphins right now, bro. So Tua is getting the start.
Mm-hmm.
The line came down. I thought the line or a little bit early was 10.5. Now it's at that 10. I didn't get a chance to see. I think it's Brandon Allen play for Cincinnati last game. But the way this defense is, even though Tua is at this point, we haven't seen him explode just yet. We've seen him be kind of game manager. The one thing I do say about Tua that I do like is that he doesn't turn the ball over. I'm not sure if he has a turnover yet. And then also the fact that they're getting what's his name back, Miles Gaskin. Is it Gaskin? Gaskins, second-year running back. There's nobody really behind him. They have Laird, I believe. I looked at it.
Behind who?
Behind him. Was it
behind Gaskins?
Yeah, it's only.
Is Shaheed? Was Assad? Is he back?
Nah, they're out. Their whole running back core is out. It's only 2 of them going to be active.
So Gaskins gonna get that might be a good fantasy play to pick up Gaskins. Hold on, let me look at my fantasy right now. See if it's available.
Yeah, go ahead. So with this -10 here, I would definitely throw this in a teaser. I think there's a good chance that Dolphins defense could score here, special teams here. They've been living off that. They've had turnovers, and I think almost I want to say almost 6 to 8. If I got to check that stat, but 6 to 7, 8 games they've had straight turnover in every game. So the defense is balling, and obviously from Cincy's side of the ball, Cincy might not be able to move. Cincy probably won't be able to move the ball here with Brandon Allen. So I would definitely lean Dolphins. That's a lot of points for a Tua-led team. But I kind of like the under here. I like that under. It's a low, as it should be low, because you're going to see this game being like a 21-10 type game. You know what I mean?
Is Tua back today?
Yeah, Tua's playing. Tua's getting the start.
Wow, I thought they said that Fitz was getting the start earlier this week.
No, Tua's getting the start.
Oh man.
Tua's getting the start. So I would actually lean to the under here. What's you know what? We need to look at because shout out the farm, man. What's the team total on this game?
Team total?
Yeah, team totals.
I can look at it right now. Give me 2 seconds. Team totals. Team
Oh,
totals.
I love 16. The team total for Cincy is 16. I love the under there.
I got 15 and a half. Where are you getting 16 at FanDuel?
Yeah, FanDuel.
Okay.
I like 16. That's the play right there on this
That
game.
could be a good play. Yeah.
16.
I mean, for me, what I'm looking at here is that you have a Cincinnati team that's been struck at the key position that was actually keeping them in ball games, and that's their quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're going to struggle regardless to put up points. So, like you said, team total unders are probably going to be good here before
Yeah.
Vegas catch up. But I think they are at 15 and a half. It's probably right there, right? Miami's defense should be stepping up this week. I think they'll continue to kind of get stronger. Like I said, they're fighting for that final wild card spot.
Yeah.
What I got an idea here is actually, and I'm happy this is not 2019, where a lot of the 10-point favors was actually losing outright. So last year, when you were a 10-point favorite, you were losing outright. So, but what I like here, I might actually do something here. I might do a 3-team teaser.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna take Miami to a pick. I'm gonna take Minnesota to a pick, and I'm gonna take the Vegas
Raiders.
Raiders on the opposite side. And if you want to flip flop any of those 10 points, you can do Miami to a pick, and then you can go Jets to 14 and a half. I mean, or 15, or you can take the Jaguars up to 20. I'm sorry,
Oh,
the
okay.
17 and a half into 20. So
Yeah.
however you want to flip flop that, those would be 3 games I will put into a teaser, but definitely take Miami to win. I really don't see them losing against the Bengals at home. That would be terrible. And you can flip flop either or those other 2 games, the Jacksonville, Minnesota game, or Vegas Jets, because I don't think they beat either of those teams by more than 17 or 20. And I think they're going to win those opposites if you get them to a pick. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I completely agree. That does make sense, but I think that I'm going to go with this team total. This is another live play. You know, I'm on Atlanta money line, and I'm on the team total here. I'm looking back at the games here against Pittsburgh. They scored 10 points, and obviously that's with Barrow back there. Then against Washington, they scored 9 points with Burrow as well. Finley got in at that point of that game too. And then at the Giants game, they scored 17 points. But remember, in the first quarter, they had that kickoff return.
Correct. Yeah.
You know what I mean? They had the
You're
kickoff
absolutely right. Yeah.
and then Higgins scored with Allen with only 2 minutes left, a 1-yard pass. I really like this play. This is definitely going in. So y'all hear that right now. If y'all own right now, if y'all like that play, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Team total on the Cincinnati Bengals under 16 points. Lock it in, man. I like that. That's a good bet. Solid bet. All right, next game we have the Detroit Lions and the Bears. The Bears are -3. That total is 44 points.
Yeah.
I'm on. I was on Detroit Friday, and I didn't put the bet in. I only put in our lock bet. What was that 10-point teaser? And if you want to go check that out, make sure you go back to YouTube and look at episode 12, week 13 predictions and best bets. But I was on the total here, and it got bet down. The total was at I think I got it. I saw it at 45.5, and it's down to 44. So since I didn't put this bet in, this might be a stay away. I would lean Detroit still. I'm fading Mitch Trubisky. I don't think has this team. They've already been here before. The in division game too, so these games are always tough. But I would definitely take the points with Detroit because I trust Matt Stafford. And plus, like we said, a gem on Friday is that the boost that the team gets up for morale from a fired coach, especially a coach that wasn't liked well throughout the organization. So I would definitely lean Detroit here. If you want to protect yourself, you can always put them in a 7.2 team teaser if you want. I'll work on another leg of that teaser as we go through here, but I would lean Detroit here.
Yeah, for me, I'm off this game. This is a bum bowl. So I would lean Detroit also with the points. Detroit struggles running the ball right now. They're not going to be able to run the ball against Chicago, so they're going to air it out.
Mm-hmm.
So you might want to also look at the total overs there. I definitely see both these teams getting in the 20s.
Another team total
So
bet. Let's
yeah, it could be. Like I said, there's no play for me here. There's too many other games on the card for me to worry about this game.
Wasn't a farm on this bet? Farm Chicago team total 23.5. I see right now, and I see 20.5. For Detroit. I like the over in the 20 in Detroit. 20.
Yeah, I think they both get in the 20s. So I mean,
Yeah.
the total right now is 44.5. It might have moved, but I'm looking at 44.5. So if I'm leaning anything, it will be Detroit and it'd be the over, but I'm off this game.
Okay. So we got a quick question here. I need 3 out of the 4 games. It looks like we have the Colts, Browns, Eagles at plus 13.
Nobody said that.
And I'm thinking
Nobody said that.
And I'm thinking Rams. Oh, okay. He's got 3 plays and he needs 1 more. I'm thinking Rams -3 or Patriots -1 versus the Chargers. We didn't get to the Rams and Patriots game. We talked about the Colts. B.Diddy and some guys on the chat are on the Colts. I'm on the Titans. You're getting really good, crazy lines. +7. I didn't see the +7 with Cleveland, but I was that's got to be a next week line almost.
Yeah, how'd you get +7 there? I don't see that there.
Yeah, +7 Cleveland. I'm on the Titans. I've been banging the drum on the Titans since day one. So we got a head-to-head there. But +7, if that was +7.5, I would really like Cleveland there.
And you got the Eagles +13, which I don't know how you got the Eagles at
+13. Yeah, plus. I mean, everybody's on. So 90. I think it was 90. I'd read like 85 to almost 90% of the tickets are on the Packers today. So getting the Eagles +13 would probably be the plus EV play there. Unfortunately, the way the Eagles have been playing, that you could see them losing by by two scores here. So maybe that was I think a lot of people are saying that was a bogus late cover, backdoor cover against Seattle last week with that pass to Rodgers. So we have to take that into account into the line itself.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm thinking Rams. We're gonna if you can stick with us, man. We are. Oh no, the next game is the Rams game. So we'll talk about the Rams game, and then 2 games from that is the Patriots game. So Sebastian, man, just stick with us, man. You got a little bit of time. I know it gets kind of antsy and stuff when
we'll start moving.
Plays in, man. But we'll start moving. So the next game is we have the Cardinals the Rams -2.5 total is 48.5. I'm on the Rams here, man. The line is not going in my – actually, no. Yeah, the line is not going in my favor. Looks like some money got bet down on the Cardinals on Friday. This line was -3. I personally think there's something wrong with Murray. I said it before on Friday. If you look at his rush attempts, they were anywhere from 7 to 10 rush attempts each game the first half of the season. But the last 2 games – it's only been 5, and they haven't been really meaningful numbers. And if you look at this Rams defense, they're third. No, I'm sorry. I think they were second. They're second best defense in the league, giving up almost only 230 yards of passing. I think total yards they're right under 400 at like 370 total yards. They give up less than 20 points a game. You have Ramsey on Hopkins, which should be a great matchup, which can hope, my thing is going to neutralize Hopkins and make Murray have to find another way to win this game. And that defense gets after you. That defensive line gets after you. We all know who Aaron Donald is. I like the fact that it got under the 3 now. I'm still on the Rams. This was one of my plays earlier. So for me, nothing's changed here. I'm on the Rams.
Hey, man, listen. I do agree with you 100% here. Murray with that shoulder, I think is actually holding him back a little bit more than we expect.
Yeah, they're down.
Kind of see that within his play lately. Yeah. He's kind of shy on landing on it or getting hit on it, as you can see him avoiding a lot of tackles now. But for me, on top of that, you got a defense that's in the top 5 in every category with the Rams. So they're second in total yards, third in against the pass, fourth against the rush, third against points, and fourth and third down percentage. So Kyler Murray has a uphill battle playing the Rams this week. Also, on top of that, I feel as though the coaching over the last few weeks that I've been watching Arizona, and I've been watching some of these games,
Mm-hmm.
has been super, super aggressive and has ultimately cost them a few games. I've seen coaching calls throughout the game that have cost Arizona football games. And it should also cost them that game against Buffalo when they got that Hail Mary. But last week, they should have won that game against the Patriots. And I'm looking on the side and I see, the promise that they feel as though this Arizona team has. And I look at Kyler Murray when he's at the end of the game, he just looks deflated. So that's for me is all a telltale sign. It's going and it's bleeding over week to week to week, and you're seeing that. I actually like the Rams here. They're going to have to put a little stranglehold on Kyler, keep him safe.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I think he's hurt, but the Rams are too much. I think here they'll beat these guys. I like the points here. Is not a play, but if I were to lean anywhere, it would be the Rams.
And I got another nice little prop easy play for you here as well. I'm liking Cooper Cup over 64 yards today. I'm looking back at
It's a nice one.
I'm looking back at all the Arizona games they played, and if you look at each play, the slot receiver has killed the Arizona Cardinals. Seattle, Tyler Lockett in 2 games. Tyler Lockett had almost 20 catches, 280 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Just murdered.
I like that.
The Buffalo game, Beasley had 11 catches, 109 yards, and a touchdown. In Dallas, even though Dallas sucks, they move Lamb around a lot, so that's hard. That's a different type of offense. So if the Jets Crowder 8 catches, 116 yards, and a touchdown. You know what I mean? The slot receiver has killed the Arizona Cardinals.
Cup's a beast at itself. Cup's probably better than everybody that you just spoke about. So,
right.
Minus Tyler Lockett.
Yeah. So there's a nice little prop bet here for you, man. If you're in DraftKings or anything like that, man.
And this is a big game too. So this is really a huge game.
Yeah, it is a big game.
You know what I mean? So either one of these teams, they win or lose. If they win, they get closer to the top of their division.
Yep.
And if they lose, they're falling farther away. So this is a meaningful game. And unfortunately, Kyler Murray is suffering from this injury with a streak of inconsistent play. So I'm going to take the hotter team here. For me, would be the Rams.
Yeah. So let's because we're getting close to 12 o'clock.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
Let's see if we get this moving. Next game here is Seattle and the Giants. Seattle is minus 10.5. The total is 47. Seattle or nothing here. I don't mind laying the 10 points here. I might. I think I have this in a 10-point teaser team. A 10-point three team 10-point teaser from a Friday bet. That we put in for a lock. So I'm going to keep that in. That's a 3-unit play. So that's really my kind of handicap on this game. And you got anything else?
No, I can move past this game. If anything, I would do. I actually tell you the truth, I would probably lean the Giants plus the points. I just think they'll show up. I know they got a backup quarterback in there, and Colt McCoy. Colt McCoy can sling the ball. So you just have to be careful of that.
He ain't slinging the ball since Texas, man. Stop it.
Okay, we'll see. That's why I said I would lean more of the points. I mean, Giants haven't steered me wrong when you look at them. They don't lose big games in large margins. So for me, I would probably lean the points here. I don't see Seattle blowing this team out, and it'll probably be like a 20 it's gonna be like a weird number with the Seattle Seahawks. It's gonna be like 25-19.
It's gonna be a weird number. It's gonna be like 35 to like 2.
No, Jets ain't giving up 35 points. Jets ain't giving up 35 points. I don't think Jets gave up 35 points all year. So
you mean the Giants?
I mean Giants. I'm sorry. Yeah, Jets has this Giants. I don't think the Giants gave up 35 points all year.
All right, next game we got New England and the Chargers. The Chargers are -2. Total there is 47.
I'm off this game. I don't know who the Patriots are. I don't think they know who they are. And the Chargers can't win for losing. So the line is probably perfect. This is really probably a pick game. If I'm going to give a lean, I'll probably shit. I don't even know what the lean would be. What's the total?
The total.
I don't even know what the lean would be on that. I mean, one week they can't score, next week they can score.
It
I
would.
don't know.
It would be the under. I mean, the Chargers defense hasn't. They've been hurt a lot, and I think who's their linebacker that was really good. Was it begins with his first name like Don? I forget his last name. He begins with a P. He's a second-year player. If I'm not
For
mistaken.
who?
The Chargers. He was a dog of a middle linebacker. I forget what college he went to.
Yeah.
Perryman? Was it Perryman?
Oh yeah, Perryman. Yeah, he's out.
Yeah, he's out. So Perryman's out. We already know. I think is Bosa playing? I'm not sure if Bosa's playing. I'm just like you said.
Is he playing? Bosa had like a career year game last week. Why wouldn't he play?
I thought I saw something, but I think Bosa's playing. I think
he had
you're
like
right.
3 sacks last week.
So this is a hard game for me as well. The only question is, can New England slow Hubert down enough in terms of scoring? Because I don't think they can score with the Chargers. You know what I mean? So I would lean Chargers here.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. I would lean the home team here.
Yeah,
I would lean the home team here.
I would lean Chargers here for me.
Once again, the Patriots should have lost last week.
Mm-hmm.
Arizona gave them that. I mean, Arizona gave them that game.
Yeah,
a couple times.
Under here, though, I do like the under. I like the Chargers in the under, but it's kind of weird because if you like the Chargers, you would think it would be a little bit on the over side. If you like New England, you would like the under. So
yeah, it's
and that's why
I'll lean Chargers,
and that's why we're going to stay away because we wishy-washy on this game. So I think there's more value on other games than in this game.
Mm-hmm.
Like this game, New England. I'm sorry, next game. The Eagles in Green Bay. Green Bay is -7.5. The total is 49.5. This got bet down a lot for whatever particular reason. And remember, I talked about a teaser with Detroit. If I put a 2-team teaser in, I'm going right here at Green Bay. We've made lots of money off betting against the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, even though we're a Eagles fans, diehard Eagles fans, but I'm not putting any money or touching the Eagles in any way until I see some type of change. They got to go back 2 years ago talking about how Jordan Howard went all over the Green Bay Packers from 2-3 years ago to even give anybody any hope that the Eagles have a chance in this game, which they really don't. So that's another play here today. A 2-team teaser, 7-point teaser, the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers, man. Lock it in.
Yeah, if you can hear me and I talk about the Eagles all the time, they're a bad football team. Our special guest last week on our podcast on Friday, laid it out for us. They're bad on every single level. Shout out to Chris Farmer, who was out there and gave us some good feedback on Friday. Salute to him. And like he said, they're bad on all 3 levels of football. And then you got to think about the management, the coaching. They're just erect. This is a big game for Green Bay at home. This is a revenge game for Green Bay. They didn't forget what happened last year. I think they handled business, and I think they beat them handily this week. I think this might be one of the Eagles' worst losses. Now, what I will say is that line has actually went back to the original line that was set at 8. So it went to 8, went to 8.5, or went to 8, went to 9, went to 8.5. Now it's back to 8, maybe 8.5. So it hasn't moved too much from where it really was.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing to really be scared about. Green Bay, just in case, will be on majority of my teasers. So that's where I'm at with them. I got them at -1 for the most part across the board. But I do like them to cover this spread. I think Aaron Rodgers handles business here.
Next game, we have the Kansas City Chiefs -13.5. Total is 51. If I'm going to do a parlay today, I would put the Chiefs in here straight. 13.5. That doesn't scare me with Denver coming in. We talked about this Friday. KC's in Super Bowl form right now, and Denver has no offense. Bottom 5 actually in offense efficiency and offensive total yards against the number 1 offense in the league. Tyreek Hill, Cheetah, is going to be on the phone calling them, telling them boys they need help again today. It could get ugly in Kansas City. Yeah, I'm gonna build a parlay. So make sure you guys follow me on the gram. I call it the free smoke parlay, where I have a couple parlays that I kind of play with and put them in. They are long shots, and let's believe I am not an expert. This is for our recreational use only. So bet at your own risk when you follow our plays. But I will be putting about 2 to 3 free smoke parlays. So make sure y'all follow me on the gram, MoneyPot Podcast. I don't think you got too much on this play, and I want to keep things moving.
Yeah, no, I mean KC, I got him in a 10-point teaser, bringing him down. That's about
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Next game, man. This is a huge game for Monday night. And I think that I kind of like Washington here. We got the Steelers -7, the total 43.5. I kind of like Washington here with the points, man. I think they keep this game close. Two tough defensive teams, and I think they keep this close. I think I have and the reason why I like Washington, because I have to bet my future bet on them winning the NFC East at 3-1. Got a couple units on that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna back the dog here, man. I'm gonna back Washington. I think Alex Smith is a game manager, like we know he is. He won't do too many turnovers, and I think they'll be able to keep this game close.
Yeah, I agree. I think +7 is a lot. I think this will be a close game. I don't have a play on it yet. Maybe tomorrow I might look at it a little closer. I'm just going to worry about what we got going on today. But if I was to look ahead, I do like Washington. I wish I got the line early when it was at 11. I definitely would have took it there.
Oh wow,
so that line opened up at 11. Now it's at -7. That's a lot. That's a big shift there. So, so for me, like I said, I will probably lean the Washington Redskins. I see this being a close game. The line, that totals is actually showing you that at 43. So, I mean, they're seeing it being a close game. So 7 points is a lot in that type of total. So, yeah. I'm with you in Washington there.
Next game, and this will be the last game of the slate. We have big game 2 here. We have the Niners -1.5, total 46.5 against the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, this is one of my plays, man. I got Buffalo money line or at +1, depending on where you get the best juice. I like Buffalo here. I think they come in and handle business. I think they play on all sides of the ball, special teams, defense, and offense. And I think they get ready to come in San Fran. They're fighting to stay atop their division. They see that they can possibly get a bye if they continue to keep pushing forward at 8-3. So I like Buffalo here. I'm not a believer in San Fran. I think they're hurt in too many key positions, and they won't be able to keep up with Buffalo. It's not like how they played the Rams, right?
Right.
The Rams play off of their run game, off the play action, so that game can get slowed down. So with the Rams, if it plays in San Fran's favor, I don't think Buffalo is like that. Buffalo more spread you out, push the ball downfield. They stretch the field. And I think that San Fran will have a problem with that. They're going to give up points, and they're going to have a problem keeping up with Nate Mullins. So I really, really like Buffalo here. This is one of my plays. I can't wait to watch this game so I can start smacking some of the live betting too.
Facts. All right, man. I think that's it for the.
We got one more game. Baltimore and Cowboys.
Oh, okay? We'll go right in. Oh, was that Tuesday?
That's a Tuesday game. Yeah,
Tuesday game. All right, Baltimore -8, total is 45, and I'm assuming, and I think I read that Lamar is going to start for this game.
Yeah, man, I'm going to go back to Baltimore. I don't know what the hell's up with Dallas. That what happened last week when they played Washington was crazy. So I know Washington's defense is tough, and they want to give Dallas some fits, but that shouldn't have happened like that. I think that game there kind of like just started to break down
right
where Dallas is going to go. They're going to start looking forward to what this draft is going to look like for them. I like Baltimore still trying to fight for position. Baltimore can't lose this game. They got to continue to win. So they got to regroup here. I think Dallas is going to have a lot of trouble trying to stop Lamar Jackson. Lamar gets back in his groove a little bit. And I think Baltimore actually handles business. But I'll wait till probably Tuesday to see what's going on with the line.
Yeah, that's why I don't really have a play on this game, because I know there's a lot of things with COVID coming back for Baltimore. So I'm just going to, for now, I think this is going to be a pass for me. If anything, I can't lean the Cowboys here. I want to say Baltimore hasn't been kind to us this year. So
Yeah,
That
true.
way.
That's true.
I mean, so yeah, thanks everybody who joined, man, and make sure if you're still on, man, make sure you hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed
Appreciate y'all.
to the YouTube channel, and make sure you go subscribe to MoneyPot Podcast. If you're on the feed now, I don't know if it's this side or that side, I forget. There is a subscribe button, so you can just hit that subscribe button, and then make sure to get the free locks, man. I think we gave out a lot of new jewels, man. Pregame Sundays have been really good to us outside of the show on Friday night. So I want to thank everybody for joining, man. Moss Money, B.Diddy, MoneyPot Podcast, episode Pregame Sunday.
Yeah, man.
Good
I
luck.
like it.